I saved your life by bringing you here. I knew this day would come. Hey, Sci-Fi Squad. Strap in, because Prime Video just unleashed a set of 10 mind-warping sci-fi thrillers that will blow your mind, bend time, and keep your heart racing from start to finish. These movies aren't just stories, they're full-on experiences. From alien invasions and futuristic wars to mysterious experiments and haunting survival stories, every film on this list is here to twist your reality. Trust me, if you're a fan of thought-provoking plots, stunning visuals, and unforgettable twists, you don't want to miss this. Let's dive into the top 10 pick of the most mind-bending sci-fi films you can stream right now. Number 10, Roswell Delirium 2024. The end began with a broadcast. Set in the 1980s during the height of the Cold War, Roswell Delirium follows a teenage girl named Mayday who navigates a crumbling world following a series of nuclear attacks. But the war isn't just global, it's interstellar. After the bombs fall, communication between Earth and outer space reveals that we are not alone. As Mayday discovers disturbing messages and government secrets buried deep within the infamous Roswell conspiracy, she begins to piece together a chilling reality. There's something out there, and it's been watching us for years. The film blends retro aesthetics with modern sci-fi horror, creating a uniquely haunting atmosphere. Combining the paranoia of Cold War America with alien contact and psychological breakdown, Roswell Delirium is a slow-burn mystery that grips you with eerie tension and a surreal journey through the unknown. Number 9. Pacific Rim Uprising 2018. And the only thing standing in front of the apocalypse is us. Set 10 years after the original Kaiju War, Pacific Rim, Uprising introduces us to Jake Pentecost, the son of legendary hero Stacker Pentecost. Jake has turned his back on the Pan-Pacific Defense Corps and lives as a scavenger, hustling old Jaeger parts on the black market. But when a new kaiju threat rises, Jake is pulled back into service. Alongside his rival Nate Lambert and tech-savvy cadet Amara Nominee, Jake must train a fresh generation of Jaeger pilots. But the battle is far from straightforward. The kaiju are evolving, and there's a shocking twist. Rogue Jaegers are attacking cities, controlled by unknown forces. As the mystery unfolds, it becomes clear that the kaiju aren't acting alone. The true enemy may be closer than anyone imagined. Packed with high-octane battles, enormous robot versus monster fights, and a deeper conspiracy, this sequel delivers explosive action and futuristic chaos that raises the stakes for humanity. Number 8. Life 2017. On the most hazardous and dangerous and greatest adventure on which man has ever embarked. Life takes us aboard the International Space Station, where a group of scientists makes an astonishing discovery: a living organism from Mars. At first, the organism, nicknamed Calvin, appears simple and dormant. But soon, it grows rapidly, developing intelligence and strength. The crew's fascination turns into horror as Calvin begins to attack. Trapped in the confined quarters of the ISS, the astronauts must battle this ever-evolving alien in a desperate attempt to stop it from reaching Earth. Every choice matters. Every moment is life or death. The film keeps viewers in suspense, blending science fiction with pure terror, as the crew fights not only for survival, but for the safety of the entire planet. With haunting visuals, claustrophobic tension, and a nerve-wracking finale, Life is a chilling space thriller that asks the terrifying question: what if we're not ready for what's out there? Number 7. A Quiet Place. Day 1, 2024. Silence isn't safety. It's survival. Set during the first hours of the alien invasion, this intense prequel follows Samira, a terminally ill woman who finds herself in the heart of New York City when all hell breaks loose. The Death Angels, alien creatures with razor-sharp senses of hearing, descend on Earth, slaughtering anything that makes a sound. As the city falls into chaos, Samira teams up with a quiet man named Eric and her loyal cat Frodo. The trio must navigate the ruined streets of Manhattan in complete silence, avoiding the deadly creatures at every turn. From collapsed buildings to failed military evacuations, the world unravels fast. Bombs drop, bridges fall, and hope fades. But Samira's will to survive pushes her beyond the pain of her illness. Directed by Michael Sarnowski, This gripping entry in the Quiet Place universe combines raw emotion, pulse-pounding suspense, and breathtaking survival sequences that will leave you holding your breath. Number 6. The Rig 2023. There are things deep below the surface, and they're waking up. In this atmospheric sci-fi thriller, a crew of workers stationed on an isolated oil rig in the North Sea finds themselves cut off from the mainland by a strange fog. Communications fail, systems malfunction, and a bizarre seismic event shakes the platform. What starts as a standard emergency spirals into a nightmare. As the crew investigates, they discover that something ancient and powerful has been disturbed beneath the ocean floor. Strange behavior spreads, paranoia builds, and people begin to turn on each other. With no escape and no explanation, the crew must confront an unknown force that defies science and threatens to consume them all. The Rig is a slow-burning, character-driven mystery full of eerie visuals, psychological tension, and the creeping fear of the deep. Number 5. The Tomorrow War 2021. We're living on borrowed time. A thrilling blend of time travel and alien warfare, The Tomorrow War tells the story of Dan Forrester, a high school teacher and former soldier who is drafted into a war 30 years in the future. In the year 2051, humanity is losing a global battle against the White Spikes, vicious alien creatures that have pushed civilization to the brink. Dan and other civilians are sent through time to join the front lines. In the future, Dan reconnects with his grown daughter, now a brilliant military commander. Together, they race to develop a toxin that could end the war. But winning the battle means confronting painful truths in both the past and future. The Tomorrow War delivers big action, emotional stakes, and an epic showdown between humans and monsters. Number 4. 2073-2023. The future doesn't wait. It rewrites everything. Set in a dystopian Earth where climate collapse, overpopulation, and artificial intelligence have reshaped the world, 2073 centers on Drive Alara Miles, a brilliant scientist who invents a time portal. Her goal: to send information back and change humanity's course before it's too late. But when she becomes trapped in an alternate timeline ruled by a brutal technocratic regime, Alara discovers a terrifying truth. Her invention didn't save the future. It created a worse one. With the help of rebels, rogue AIs, and a mysterious child who seems to know too much, Alara must fight her way back to the original timeline. Fast-paced, philosophical, and visually stunning, 2073 blends cyberpunk, time travel, and ecological themes into one unforgettable journey. Number 3. 10 Cloverfield Lane, 2016. I saved your life by bringing you here. After a car crash, Michelle wakes up in an underground bunker with Howard, a doomsday prepper who insists that the outside world has been destroyed by a chemical or alien attack. Alongside another bunker resident, Emmett, Michelle begins to question Howard's intentions. Is he a savior or a captor? The tension rises as she uncovers disturbing details about his past. The bunker becomes a prison, and escape seems impossible. But when she finally breaks free, Michelle discovers that the world outside is even worse than she imagined. Alien ships roam the skies, and survival has only just begun. This tightly paced thriller keeps you guessing until the very end, balancing psychological horror with a sci-fi twist that leaves you stunned. Number 2. Jurassic World 2015. Evacuate the island. She will kill anything that moves. More than 2 decades after the fall of Jurassic Park, Isla Nublar is now home to a fully operational dinosaur theme park. Jurassic World is a massive success, but when visitors begin to lose interest, scientists create a new hybrid dinosaur, Indominus Rex. That was their first mistake. When the creature escapes containment, it leaves a trail of destruction across the island. Owen Grady, a raptor trainer, and Claire Deering, the park's operations manager, must race to save the guests, including Claire's 2 nephews, who are lost in the wild. As chaos spreads, Owen leads his trained raptors in a last-ditch effort to take down the Indominus. With stunning dinosaur battles, suspenseful chases, and a colossal finale, Jurassic World reignites the thrill of the franchise for a new generation. Number 1. Poor Things 2023. It is a happy tale. Set in a surreal version of Victorian London, Poor Things follows Bella Baxter, a young woman resurrected by the brilliant but unconventional scientist Dr. Godwin Baxter. Born with the mind of a child, Bella begins her journey with wonder and innocence. But as she grows and learns, her curiosity drives her to explore the world beyond her creator's walls. Escaping with a manipulative lawyer named Duncan Wedderburn, Bella travels across Europe, challenging norms, embracing freedom, and reshaping her own identity. She discovers power, pleasure, and the right to think and choose for herself. Directed with a distinct visual style and narrative flair, this film mixes science fiction with feminism, philosophy, and fantasy. It's a bold, imaginative masterpiece about rebirth, transformation, and what it truly means to live. If you love this lineup of reality-twisting, mind-shattering sci-fi films, don't forget to hit subscribe. We've got more picks, more twists, and more futuristic chaos coming your way. See you in the next one.